Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a RU battle. I don't know, it's weird. He asked for RU, but then brought an entire team of venues. I don't mind per se. It's just I don't know. It's kind of weird. It sounded like he was surprised too. He was like, "Wait, is this team all in you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, "Oh, well, sorry." And I'm like, "Well, I don't really care. I mean, it's not like I'm mad." He's like, "Oh, well, he did that before," and I'm just like, "Okay, whatever." Um. So anyways, I'm gonna leave him an electric. And I'm thinking of putting Volt Switch on this. It has Charge Beam currently. And yeah, I might just put Volt Switch and then give it Overheat maybe instead of Flamethrower. Because, yeah, it just kind of still is a hit and run Pokemon. I mean, I have a Specs version which has all those moves I talked about. But, you know, Charge Beam with Flamethrower works. So it's okay. But anyways, he's going to switch out as I go for Thunderbolt. Then I'm going to switch out to Claydol. He's going to substitute. And I'm thinking, why did he substitute? That's weird. I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks because I'm like, yeah, you can't really do much to me. You can recover, maybe Toxic me, but you're Electric type, and I've got Stab, Earth Power. He's gonna flat switch out, and I'm just like, okay, that's sort of odd, but all right. Torkoal comes in, takes an Earth Power. I don't know why he made this switch per se because it's like why wouldn't I Earth Power an electric type? And then common weaknesses and etc. There's still really nothing he can do to me. But now he's going to go into his Basculin. I'm going to switch to my Slowking because it's water type. And I mean, he still does have the Crunch most likely, which is like Basculin's really only other move other than like Return and, Aqua Jet and Waterfall, of course. And then there's like Taunt, and I think he gets one other random move. That I don't remember. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave as he goes for the Rain Dance, which is really, as I said, uncommon. But hey, it works. I mean, you've got Stab 2.0 because of adaptability, and then you've got Rain, so it's like even better. Um, and I mean, two of your best attacks are your water stabs, your aqua jet, and your waterfall. But I switched to Aggron, taking the crunch. However, because I got the defense drop, he's going to go for the waterfall instead. And that's going to hit Aggron for a hell of a lot more damage than a freaking crunch would. And so I'm going to die. And that's unfortunate. But I'm going to go Slow King. And I'm going to hit him with a Scald. And he's going to go for the Aqua Jet. Well, first he got... What, did he get paralyzed? I think I got paralyzed first. And then he Aqua Jetted. But I would have been able to live that either way. Now he's gonna send in Zangos. I just have a feeling like okay, he's gonna go for like either like Sword Stance or something. Well, most likely Sword Stance. But he actually is Scarf with Retaliate, and he's gonna get literally minimum damage. And obviously that's a big deal because he's scarfed, and I'm able to paralyze him, and his Scarfer is way faster than my Scarfer, and that's bad because yeah, I end up crippling him. But you know what are you gonna do? And that kind of sucks. So I'm gonna switch out, and he's going to switch out to Jinx. He's going to trick me as I go for the Earth Power. Now he's gonna hit me with an Ice Beam as I go for the Earth Power. I was actually really, I'm like, wait a minute, what? Jinx gets Trick? And it's weird because it literally does, but it's illegal because it's a 4th gen tutor move. It's illegal with Dry Skin. And he has Oblivious not to have Forewarn to not literally forewarn the enemy that he doesn't have Dry Skin, which is a pretty clever trick. No pun intended. But yeah, ends up working out pretty well. Takes out my Claydol, which I kind of sort of should have kept. I should have just went out to Slow King because it's special wall and resist both the stabs, and I should have done that. But I also would have wanted to have Aggron at that point to sponge those ice attacks because he should be able to. I mean, he is like leftovers now. So, anyways, Manectric comes in to kill him with a +1. I'm like, okay, I should be able to beat him fairly easily. However, yeah, that's not really going to be the case because he still takes the hit. He's gonna recover, and then now he knows I'm gonna go for the not stab move. But if I had overheat here, that would have done about the same amount of damage, and that would have been perfect. But I have flamethrower, so yeah, that causes me to not do as much damage. Then he's gonna sub, and he's gonna throw out a focus punch, which is why I think he didn't attack me on my Claydol last time because it would give it away, and I wouldn't have let Manectric die like that. Well, I didn't really let him die. I didn't know. I'm thinking, he's gonna have like a return or something, but focus punch. Oh shit. But yeah, so I go to Hitmonlee, gonna hit him with close combat, kill him, and then he sends in this artillery, and I have a chance to kill him if he's like flat offensive, like a very small chance, but I don't want to risk it because again, I need my Hitmonlee. I could have, but it turns out he's gonna go for Thunder Wave because he's defensive, and I have Limber, so that would have worked out perfectly, and like he would have died for no gain really. But as it stands, he's a sub Thunder Wave, Scalding, Ice Beaming, artillery, and that means that I'm in for a little bit of stalling. So we're kind of sitting here, not really doing much to each other. But the thing is, I know that I can stall him out for longer because while we have almost identical movesets, he has sub and I have recovery in Slack Off. And so obviously I can live for much, much longer. So that's basically what I'm going off. Plus I'm paralyzed, which in a PP war is actually good. I've had lots of PP wars, especially with like Blissies and stuff, where being paralyzed actually helps you when they're doing very, very little damage. If they're doing like 30%-ish, yeah, because eventually, you're going to get a para or two in a row and they're going to kill you. But if they're only doing like 10, 15%, being paralyzed is fine because it lessens your PP usage. So it's actually beneficial. But here he's going to switch out to his Zangoose. And go for the Retaliate. That's going to do nowhere close to enough damage, but I am going to get fully paralyzed. And so that's when having a backup stab on a Pokemon with Retaliate kind of helps out. Because, I know Zangoose gets, like, close combat, X's, or Shadow Claw, but there's really nothing else. So you might as well have Return, just in this case kind of thing. But I go to Moltres, and that's not really going to do a lot of damage. So I'm just going to hit him with a flamethrower and kill him. He's going to switch out to his artillery. And at this point, he told me, he's like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And then I Toxic him. He's like, no! I thought he'd sub, obviously, so I want to get Toxic up first. But if he's Thunder Waving, I could have went for sub myself and blocked it. And then he would have been screwed. But, whatever. This works. So now I'm just going to switch out to my Slowking. And just kind of hit him with Scald until he dies. He's not going to bother subbing or anything because he's toxic. I don't know why he didn't just run it, but whatever. Doesn't really matter because at this point, even if Slowking died to like 10 crits in a row, easily killed by Hitmonlee. So I have to say this was kind of an interesting battle. It's now that when I think about it, it's like if he had have killed my Slowking with his Zangoose, which he definitely statistically should have. This battle would have been a lot closer. However, I then would have had to kill him basically with my Hitmonlee. And then if he does come in off of a kill and retaliate me, I'd have to switch out to Moltres, who would be able to take one. And then I could go out to Hitmonlee after, take a weakened retaliate or like a non-boosted retaliate. And then kill him, but I don't know. It would have played out obviously differently, but yeah. It was dumb. Well, he also did get a defense drop, which forced me out, but that's 20% too. So I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you next time.